Craig, let's get up to speed. We've seen so many improvements and enhancements to safety, features that were once new and optional becoming standard features in every vehicle. Take seatbelt reminders, for instance. Automotive News recently reported how NHTSA is continuing to better the federal standards for seatbelt reminders. Another safety feature that's continued to evolve is the rearview mirror, in large part because of the issue with glare.
Yeah. Well, I mean, glare really has reached epidemic proportions. If you talk to drivers today, they will tell you that it is worse than ever. And there's a lot of reasons for that. Number one, headlight technology has changed. We've gone from halogen lights to now to xenon to now LED, even talking about laser. These newer headlamp technologies are about 300% brighter than those original halogen beams. They also tend to give off a bluish hue, that bluish color or tint. We're more susceptible. The human eye is more susceptible to that and perceives it as being brighter. You look at other factors like adaptive drive beams. These are beams that shape around. You almost have a constant on high beam. They shape around traffic, but again, create more glare. And then you just look at there's more people driving on the roads today than ever before. There's more nighttime driving taking place than ever before. And then you also have an aging population that is more susceptible to glare.
Yeah, well, I mean, you mentioned eyes and nighttime, and I know even just from my own nighttime driving, you can tell those headlamps coming up behind you are so different than they used to be. So, Craig, is glare dangerous or just a nuisance? How does glare affect the eye?
Yeah, it's really both. Scientists will tell you there's two types of glare. There's discomfort glare, which is just annoying. Discomfort glare, it creates eye fatigue, eye strain. Yes, it's generally annoying. It's a discomfort. But very quickly, when glare increases, you have what's called disability glare. And disability glare can be dangerous. So at nighttime, our eyes change from what's called photopic to scotopic mode, which is really you're seeing in black and white. And we're much more susceptible to glare. So when glare reaches our eyes, it actually bleaches the pigments in the rods and the cones, and it creates this neural noise. And that actually creates a blind spot in our forward vision. If you've ever had glare contact your eyes, every time you squint, you can kind of still see that bright spot. It gradually goes away as that pigment regenerates. But in that glare area, your forward vision is hampered. And once that happens, then your reaction time is going to slow. You're not going to be able to react to a potential hazard in the road as quickly. And then that means that your stopping distances are actually going to increase. Glare is dangerous during nighttime driving.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm thinking about my current vehicle right now, which is a 2023 model, and thinking about all the latest safety advancements it has on it. But, if someone comes up behind me, I'm still manually putting my hand up and flipping the mirror. So what are some solutions? How is Gentex addressing the issue of glare?
Yeah. I mean, the great thing is for decades now, we've manufactured what's called the automatic dimming rearview mirror, or it uses what's called the science of electrochromics. So they're sometimes called electrochromic mirrors. But basically, these use two cameras. One's looking forward at the amount of ambient light in the scene. The other is looking at the rearward of the vehicle to search for glare. Those two cameras talk to each other via a microprocessor, and it signals the mirror to darken or clear depending on the amount of glare that it detects. And so this can help eliminate glare, both interior and exterior mirrors. Sometimes Gentex, we've taught these mirrors how to do all kinds of other things. We integrate cameras and we integrate microphones and lighting and driver monitoring systems. And we almost forget that the core technology is auto dimming. And so this solves a very real world problem for drivers.
And it is a major safety issue, and it's only getting worse. Craig, I want to thank you for talking to us today on Up to Speed.
Certainly. Thank you.
Thank you.